Hey guys, this is Michael Cheek again from mikesguitarlessons.com. Again, if you want to email me, my email address is feedback@mikesguitarlessons.com. If you're watching this video, you can find the other videos for this song at mikesguitarlessons.com. Now, the song we're going to start with today is Pachelbel's Canon. It's actually a classical song, but it's been redone a lot. Especially, you can find versions of this easily on YouTube. But instead of it being called Pachelbel's Canon, you'll hear it as a Canon rock a lot of times. People will play power chords in there instead of some of the major chords or minor chords, full chords that are in there. But this one I'm going to show you today, I'm just going to go through the chord progression for the original song. Let me play the original song real quick, and if you recognize these chords already, then you'll be set to go. You'll be ready to play it. But I'm just going to play through them real quick and then show you how to play each chord as we get to it. So let me play the chord progression that you're going to learn. Okay, now that's the chord progression. We're going to start off with the D chord. If some of you don't know what the D chord is, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to start at this lowest string here and tell you the frets, starting with that skinniest E string. So, in the second fret of this skinny E string, I'm going to use my middle finger to play. Okay, so that's second fret. My third finger is going to play the third fret on the B string. That's the second string from the bottom. And my first finger is going to play the second fret of the G string. That's the third string from the bottom. Okay? And then I'm going to play the D string, and I also like to play the A string open on the D chord. So it's a 5-note chord. And we're going to mute with our thumb this E string. Like that, okay? So the chord will sound like this. So that's our D chord. The next chord in the chord progression is going to be A. Now sometimes you'll see me playing A like this straight across, but for this song I like to play it the actual correct way so we can also have this open E in here. So let me show you how to play this A if you're used to playing it like that. You're going to take, actually everything is going to be in the second fret. So E, this skinny E string here is going to be open. The B string is going to be second fret, but you're going to use your third finger. Okay, playing this note. Your first finger is actually going to play this next string. I know it seems like it would be your middle finger, but it's not. You can line them up like that, but it's better if you'll use your first finger on the G string in the second fret. Okay, and now use your middle finger in the second fret of the D string, fourth string from the bottom. Okay, now on this chord, you're going to play 5 notes. So you're not going to play the E string here, so mute it again and strum 5 strings. Okay, so open, starting at the A string, it's open, second, 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 and open. Okay, so D, then A. Now we're going to a B minor. Alright, now the B minor can be played as a bar chord, or you can get by with just playing one note or one string per finger if you have trouble with bar chords. Let me show you the bar chord first, and then if you have trouble with that, I'll show you how you can do the chord without that. So this is a B minor, and what you're going to do is, let me show you where to put these 3 fingers, and then I'll tell you about the bar. So you're going to take your middle finger, your second finger. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So take your second finger and put it in the third fret of the B string. It's going to play that note right there. Okay? Now I want you to take your pinky and put it in the fourth fret of the G string, playing that note. And now I want you to take your third finger and put it in the fourth fret of the D string. Okay? So we've got those 3 notes so far. Alright? Now, if you can play bar chords without any problem, I want you to take your first finger and flatten it across the second fret all the way to the A string. So across 5 strings. You're actually going to, with this finger, you're going to mute the E string by pushing it up against it on the side. You don't want to get on top of it like that because it'll play on accident. So you want to back off of it and push up against it on the side, and that way it's muted. Like that, okay? Now what I'm doing with this one is I'm playing 2 notes. I'm playing 2nd fret on the A string and 2nd fret on the E string with just this note, or sorry, just this finger. Okay? So that's your B minor. If you have a lot of trouble with bar chords though, don't worry about it, that's okay. Instead of playing both of those notes, just take your 1st finger and play the E string in the 2nd fret. And don't worry about the A string. That turns it into a 4-note chord now though. So now you don't want to play E string or A string, and you're just playing D string through the skinny E string. Okay? That's what it'll sound like. I like to play it like this though. So if you can play it like that, the full bar chord, then do it that way. And let's go to the next chord. So far we've played D, then A, then B minor, and now we're going to get to, let me see, what did we play? Oh yeah, now we're going to an F sharp minor. Okay? Now don't worry about all the extra little names. It is an F sharp minor, but what we're going to do here is we're playing another bar chord, and if you've played a power chord before, then you'll recognize the thicker string part here. You've got your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the E string playing this note. And actually, if you're able to play the full bar chord, you're going to be barring across the whole 2nd fret, but that's the 1st note that it's playing, 2nd fret on the E string. Then you're going to take your 3rd finger and put it on the 4th fret of the A string. Okay? Then you're going to take your pinky and put it on the 4th fret of the D string. Okay? And then I'm actually barring the rest of the strings with my 1st finger. So the G string, the B string, and the E string are all barred in the 2nd fret by my 1st finger. Okay? Now this one's tough. If you're not playing this as a bar chord, it's a little tougher, but you can get by with maybe trying to just bar these 3 back here and leave the E string alone. There's some other ways to do it, but if you're not great at the bar chords right now, it's a good thing to practice. If you just can't do it, you can actually just play the power chord. You know, maybe just pick these 3 notes here. The power chord's here. You could probably do your pinky too, and play those notes for that chord. But I would work on getting that full bar chord. Okay, so far we've done a D, then A, then B minor, then F sharp minor. Okay, now we're going to a G chord. What that's going to be is just a normal G chord. You know, most of you probably have seen a G chord, but if you haven't, this is it. Now there's several versions. You can do that. G5 works real good for a lot of songs, but I'm just going to show you the normal G chord that most people learn at the beginning. Okay, so you're going to take your 1st finger and put it on the A string in the 2nd fret, playing that note. Now take your middle finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the E string, the thick one. And now take your pinky, and I like to use my pinky. Some people will use their 3rd finger, but I think pinky is better, leaves your options open for that other note that you could add in there later. So use your pinky to play 3rd fret on the skinny E string. Okay, if you can see that. Okay, this finger's not playing anything. If it looks like it is, it's just kind of up in the air. Okay, so starting at this thickest E string, it's 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 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 3rd fret. Okay, so and after you play your G, you play a D again, then you play your G again, and then your A again. So those are all the chords that you need to play this song. One more time, it's because I'm running out of time here. I only got a few seconds, so it's D, A, B minor, F sharp minor, G, D, G,